Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm sure many of you are watching the Olympics game in Tokyo, so today I'm gonna show you a quick tutorial on how to build some Lego athletics equipment. I don't have any athletes minifigures, so I select here a set of superheroes plus a Brick Dreamer that are gonna compete in my games today, and I'm sure many of you know about the great performance yesterday by Tamberi and Jacobs in the high jump and 100 meters. They are the new gold medalists, so I'm gonna keep my Italian flag right there in the background just to honor them. Let's move on and start to build the track. Very simple sideways build with bricks and plates. Here I'm gonna use a couple of modified bricks, one with all the white line and one with all the minifigure later on. Pretty straightforward build. Here is the tile, and now I'm gonna use one of these great minifigure posing stand in trans clear, and these are perfect to pose minifigure in flying or running or whatever position you like. As you can see here with the Green Goblin, the position is just great. Now let's continue to build a little bit more of this track with the starting blocks. Here we are gonna use plates, 2x4 or whatever combination you have, and then with some brackets we are gonna add a little bit more details. One on the right, one on the left, one a little bit forward and one a little bit behind. Second lane, and then over here we are gonna attach the second athlete. We are gonna use the same posing stand with a bracket, and here we have Spider-Man, so that we can create a beautiful in motion action over here. If you want, you can decide to add this to your city or to whatever space you have, and one of the ways that you can do that is just using plates and some modified bricks. Of course you will have to measure what's the right space. Always remember that you need 5 plates in order to cover 2 studs, as you can see here on the side. For example, here I'm gonna show you how to create a little 3000 steeplechase. So we're gonna add some water over there. We're gonna add an obstacle, a fence. Here we have Chewbacca jumping over. So this is one of the ways where in which you can add this track to your city or to any Lego builds. Another way is this one. So you can create another surface of whatever color you like around, and then inside you can put your track. In this case, I made sure that this is 10 plates wide, so that it can just fit nicely in there. What I'm actually creating here is a long jump track. I added 2 modified bricks there, so I'm gonna use this Lego ingot. Usually when they do these jumps, if they step on this, it would be a foul. So this is, I think, the best piece to achieve that purpose. And then let's move on to create the sand pit that has to be nice and flat to see actually where the athlete land. I just added a few modified bricks and a slope. We are gonna complete the build, add a couple of details, and of course here we also need an athlete that is landing in here. Of course, if you turn it around, you can turn it from a long jump to a triple jump track, or lane I should say. So here another cheese slope, our athlete landing, and then we can add just maybe a couple of loose plates to create the effect of the sand moving away when the athlete is landing. And there we go, the long jump. I decided also to create the high jump. The main build is pretty basic, just some basic bricks and tiles on top. I wanted to add a little bit of details at the front. Here with the bracket we have the logo. That's it. If you want to play your own Olympics games with your Lego minifigures. Now I'm gonna use these very basic stands, and then I'm gonna attach on top this support for the bar. The bar that I use is actually an Exol. Probably if you have one of those flexible pieces, they will look better. But I didn't have any, so I'm using an Exol, black one in this case. If you want, you can create here as well a motion minifigure. In this case, I'm using one of these transparent bars. If you have some structure on the side, you can block it there and made air in this beautiful Fosbury flop. This can be easily modified if you want to create a pole vault. So we just need to make these supports higher, just using a couple of gray antennas, and the structure is exactly the same as before. We only need to add another support for the pole that will be right in the center under the logo. Here we have one of these bars from a windsurf with a tow ball that is gonna connect in front there at the bottom. And here we have a very cool Batman minifigure ready to go over the bar. So we just put the supports back. Of course, all of these you can connect to base plates or whatever surface you design for a surrounding area. There we go. Okay, now let's put all together. Here we have the build. You can also add some more equipment. For example, you can add some hurdles on the running track. These you can build in many different ways, bigger or smaller, that's completely up to you. I didn't build any throwing equipment because it would take a much bigger space, and also maybe it's not so interesting to build, but if you have a big space in your Lego city, go on and do it. If you like the Lego sport teams, you can also go and check out a couple of my builds. Here is my multi-sport center and my Climb Break gym on Lego Ideas, which is actually my most successful one with over 2,500 supporters. I will put a link in the description down below if you want to go check them out and support. Please remember to keep following my channel and subscribe.